Hello, this is Aaron Mean of SG Gaming Info and welcome to my video review of CCP Games Sparc. Sparc, developed and published by CCP Games, is the most impressive VR game released on the PlayStation VR to date, as Sparc creates an amazing blend of full-body virtual reality and physical sport. Now, Sparc is a straightforward 1v1 battle arena game where players stand on either side of an arena attempting to hit each other with energy balls. To avoid getting hit, players can deploy a shield or knuckle guards to reflect an incoming attack, or simply use their reflexes to dodge the ball. From the above description, you most likely realise that Sparc sounds like a game I previously talked about. And you are right. Sparc is the released version of Project Arena, a full-body VR game that I played when I visited CCP Games' booth during Gamescom 2016. The game has undergone some changes during its transition from Project Arena to Sparc. These changes include a more streamlined and easier to see UI, the disc projectiles are now energy balls, and a new feature called Strike Zones has been introduced. The previously mentioned Strike Zones is a circular space located behind each player. When this strike zone is hit, the player who hit the zone receives a power boost. This boost makes your energy ball travel faster, and thus making it easier to hit your opponent. The strike zones reward tactical play, as players who aim for this zone have a greater chance of hitting their opponents and scoring a point. What really impresses me about Sparc is how the game utilises the full body VR experience. As I stated earlier, you can deflect incoming attacks with a shield and knuckle guard, or just simply dodge out of the way of an incoming ball. And while that sounds easy on paper, it can be challenging. The full body experience means that player movement from your head down will be replicated by the game, which means you can do more than just step left or right to avoid getting hit. For example, in Sparc, you can squat down to avoid high flying shots. Although, if you are getting hit with faster moving balls, dodging can become a far more challenging experience, so don't forget to use your shield and knuckle guards while dodging. In terms of offensive play, you can throw the ball with your left or right hand. The hand you hold your ball with determines which hand deploys the shield. To pick up and throw, you just hold the trigger button on the PlayStation Move controller and throw. The full body system allows you to create some interesting throw techniques. Yes, you can bounce the wildly off the arena walls, but you can also add spin to your throw. While throwing the ball is easy, hitting the target can be difficult, as I did find aiming to be tough to master. So I talked about the gameplay, but what is there to do in Sparc? Well, Sparc offers 3 modes: a tutorial, a challenge mode, and 1v1 online matches. The tutorial is self-explanatory, as it exists to teach you how to play the game. The challenge mode allows you to hone the skills explained to you in the tutorial, as the challenges involve hitting targets, deflecting incoming attacks into targets, and finally a combination of the two. The 1v1 matches are split into 3 groups: Brawl Basic, Brawl Advanced, and Experimental. Brawl Basic is a 3-minute match that allows for knuckle guard deflecting, shield breaking, and an aim assist set to medium. Brawl Advanced is a best of 3 game, with a round being won when a player gets 4 points. There is no time limit, no knuckle guard deflecting, and the aim assist is set to low. Experimental offers the same rule set as Brawl Basic, but with altered court geometry. From my time playing, Brawl Basic is the most popular game type, with only a limited number playing Brawl Advanced, and no one playing the Experimental game type. Besides the 3 game types, the 1v1 online mode allows you to watch any ongoing match in person as you queue for the next match. This feature, known as Courtside, allows you to stand to the side of the battle arena and view the ongoing match with other players. While viewing, you can talk with those also viewing the match, or just simply mess around by waving your hands in the air. The players who are currently in a match can see those who are observing the game, which can sometimes be distracting, as you know players are watching and judging your abilities. Since people can watch you, the game offers character customization, with players being able to change their head, visor, mask, suit, gloves, and the colour of their gear. As I played through Sparc, I was struck with the conclusion that the game would make a very interesting esport, with its full body VR experience and need for good hand-eye coordination. The game is also a great way to get into and stay in shape, as I found the game to be a rather exhausting experience, although you don't realise how exhausting it is until you decide to put the game down. Like many, I find exercise to be a joyless experience, but Sparc does an impressive job of making exercise fun. Now, before reaching my conclusion, I want to talk about the game's issues. For me, Sparc had two major issues, which were several crashes during 1v1 matches, and the fact that you couldn't play Sparc in a bright room. The inability to play Sparc in a bright room was a major annoyance, because no matter how many windows I covered, the game wouldn't let me play during the day. So, in conclusion, Sparc has the potential to be the next big VR game, as it smoothly blends its full-body VR experience with physical sport. If you own a PlayStation VR, I highly recommend picking up Sparc. With that all said, I give Sparc a score of 9 out of 10, with the game's pros being offers an exhilarating and exhausting gameplay, you can watch ongoing matches via the pre-game lobby, and challenges allow you to hone and improve your skills. The game's cons are you can't play in a bright room, and the occasional crash. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, favourite and subscribe. For more gaming information, please visit sggaminginfo.com, and don't forget to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/sggaminginfo. And of course, follow us on Twitter at sggaminginfo.